Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens, Chapter 4, Lockout Time. The fairies are beautiful dancers and have balls in fairy rings made by the fairies dancing round and round. There is a way to find out when the fairy balls are going to happen. The fairies change the closing time of Kensington Gardens on the signs. For example, they change it from 7 to 6:30. This means that they can begin their ball half an hour earlier. Peter Pan is the fairies' orchestra. He sits in the middle of the ring and plays his pipe. On the princess's birthday, the fairy queen told him that for playing so beautifully, she would give him a wish. "If I choose to go back to Mother," he asked at last, "could you give me that wish?" The fairies didn't want him to leave, because then he wouldn't be able to play for them any more. So the queen said, "Pooh, ask for a much bigger wish than that." Then Peter thought and said, "Well, then, I think I shall have 2 little wishes instead of 1 big wish." Of course, the fairies had to agree. He said that his first wish was to go to his mother, and he would keep the second wish for later. "I can give you the power to fly to her house," the queen said, "but I can't open the door for you." "The window I flew out will be open," Peter said confidently. "Mother always keeps it open in the hope that I may fly back." And so they granted his wish. They all tickled him on the shoulder, and soon he flew away out of Kensington Gardens. The window was wide open, just as he knew it would be. In he fluttered, and there was his mother lying asleep. She looked sad, and he knew why she looked sad. One of her arms moved as if they wanted to go around something, and he knew what it wanted to go around. He knew if he said "Mother" ever so softly, she would wake up. She would give such a happy cry and squeeze him tight. Peter looked longingly at his mother and then at the window. Would he enjoy wearing clothes again? He got off the bed and opened some drawers to have a look at his old clothes. They were still there, but he couldn't remember how to put them on. "Did you wear socks on your hands or feet?" His mother woke up and heard her say, "Peter." If she said it again, he knew he would cry, "Mother," and run to her. But she went back to sleep with tears on her face. He played her a beautiful lullaby on his pipe, and he never stopped playing until she looked happy. In the end, Peter decided that he wanted a second fairy wish before he returned home. "I promise to come back," he said as he flew away. Many months passed before he asked the fairies for his second wish. He didn't hurry because he didn't think his mother would ever get tired of waiting for him. At last he said to the fairies, "I wish now to go back to Mother forever and always." And they tickled his shoulders and let him go. He flew straight to the window, but the window was closed, and there were iron bars on it. Peering inside, he saw his mother sleeping peacefully with her arm around another little boy. Peter called, "Mother, Mother," but she didn't hear him. He had to fly back to the gardens, sobbing, and he never saw her again.